this is a pretty interesting scenario here. So, again, we've had some really interesting, exciting twists and turns to this tournament so far this week, and this upcoming division is no exception. We had a situation where we had a pretty big group. We had the Chinese team actually wasn't aware that they were skiing at the time they were supposed to, so we didn't have a full group, so it was looking like we were going to take 9 skiers, and then the Chinese women did get here in time, and at the very last minute we got them in, skied them, and what that meant is it expanded the group to 10. So on the good graces of the Chinese team, Terry Larson-Jones picked up that 10th spot. She was kind of down, thinking she didn't make it. The Chinese lady skied, gave an extra slot to the semifinals, and here we go. Terry Larson-Jones going to take advantage and make the most of that opportunity.
Yeah, a coffee with cream sugar would be good. Yeah, regular coffee. Well, I think we're on day 3. Day 3 to day 4?
This would be day 4.
Okay.
Richard, I get where you're coming from, buddy. I've had the same. I get up every day and I have to go online and check what day is highlighted in my calendar because it's
day 4 of the Lennox Fencing 2018 World Barefoot Waterski Championships here at Dream Lake, Napanee, Ontario. It looks like the open women's going to start soon, but. Maybe just go over a few of our sponsors here early in the day. We got a bronze, silver, gold sponsor. So just before this event starts, we can go over a few sponsors. Our bronze sponsors here, Franklin Coach Lines Limited from Belleville, Ontario. They're offering full-size coaches, mini coaches, activity buses, school buses, and vans to accommodate groups of any size. Sunbelt Rentals in Kingston, offering an extensive range of tools and equipment rentals. Very much thank them for their support. Hermer's Heavy Equipment Repair, local sponsor. Houston Barrier Kingston, serving Eastern Ontario construction industry for fencing and guide rails since 1987. Another gold sponsor. The Allen Insurance Group, full-service insurance broker in the Quinte region. If I'm pronouncing that correctly. If it matters to you, it matters to them. I think we're probably having a boat pull out here. Terry Larson-Jones looks like she's going to be doing a back flyer. Whoop.
Yeah, that's exactly what we saw in the preliminary rounds out of Terry was a back flying dock start, which she's very consistent at that start. The score that Terry put up, 1,450 in the preliminaries, is about 1,000 points shy of what she can do. So there was a lot more left out on the water, and Terry's anxious to get out there and ski what she's capable of skiing. So good luck to Terry. Again, this is the semifinals, so we're skiing to get into the finals. The top 3 scores from this group plus the next top 2 scores between the preliminaries and today's semifinals will move in. So we'll take 5 into the finals out of this group of 10.
And here comes Terry Larson-Jones from the USA. Back flying dock start. Beautiful back flyer.
And here we go. Terry Larson-Jones coming up backwards, skiing out the left side of the wake. Richard, take us through the run.
Here we go, loading up for the line step position. Coming in the course, looking for a back one. There's a hop, beautiful hop. Here's a back 1 foot nice and high, reverse back 1. Those are clean and clear. Here's the back 1 foot 1 hand. Going up for a back toe. Here's the reverse toe. Nice and clean. All of that very executed.
Wow.
Oh, feet to feet, back to front. A couple of 1 foot 1 hands waves. Terry Larson-Jones is going to be extremely happy with that run.
Yeah.
Massive improvement over her first round. In fact, she may even, in one pass, have got close to her first round score.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if Terry isn't used to skiing in the mornings because, wow, that was a beautiful stand-up run. Everything was clean. That back to front was one of the nicest ones I've seen her do. Just stuck it clean, and the handle was right there. She had a great rotation on the turn. And one of the things that we've kind of been talking about, is that one hand, 1 foot wave where we're being told you got to get that free hand above your head, and she definitely, I think she kind of has given other skiers advice on that, but she does a great job. She got that hand up over her head. That was pretty clear that, she was going to get credit for that, where, I think some of the ones we've seen were a little iffy during the course of the week.
It was executed perfectly today, and as I recall, I can't remember, could be wrong, but I think that she didn't quite get that hand up high enough in the first round. So everything she did this round was just clear, concise compared to that first round.
Okay, yeah, well, that's a good point, Co. She definitely took that to heart then and made sure that it was going to count this time around, because she got that hand. I saw that pretty much a full hand above her head on that one hand, one foot wave. Crossed that foot over the top of the rope to give herself some stability on that trick, and then, got that hand way up in the air for the judges to see. So nice job for Terry Larson-Jones. Waiting on a provisional for that first pass.
Do we have a provisional for that first pass? 1,450. Okay, we just got a provisional score first pass of 1,450.
Yeah. And that's
could be a 60.
And that ties the score Terry had in 2 passes in the preliminary round. So she's already tied what she did in one pass, or in one pass that she put up in her 2-pass score for the preliminary round. Yeah, so she's got to be happy with that. She's going to come up forward, loaded in that front toe hold handle. Going to do a front toe up, and Terry's been really consistent. One of these people that likes to put that arm way under the knee there to keep herself forward. You'll see that locking up to the elbow under that leg, and here we go. Presses it up beautifully. She's got that dialed in. There's a front toe up. Go ahead, Richard. Take us through the run.
Oh, went up for the front toe hold, right out the front. Uncharacteristic fall for Terry Larson-Jones. She had a beautiful toe up, as Gus was saying, but then went for the toe hold, leaning forward, caught a toe right out the front.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. Terry's front toe holds usually are so clean and fast, and she didn't even really rush it that time. It looked like that was her first trick, so she had really no reason to really push it that hard. 1,850. Yeah, so Terry got paid for the 400-point start on that front toe up, and then it was over after that. So judges are giving us a provisional score of 1,850 for the 2 runs, and it's a 400-point improvement. It's not Terry's. It's not what she's capable. She's a 2,500-point skier in tricks, but Terry's going to get another opportunity. This is open women's. Terry's also a competitor in the senior women's trick event, the finals, so you're going to get another chance, and Terry's going to get another chance to put her both passes together and put up a score she's accustomed to putting up.
Yeah. Her goal here and her focus is the senior division, like you say, Gus. So that was a disappointing for her, obviously, but there's some pretty big scores from the first round already: 2,900, 3,000, 3,650. The top 5 scores were pretty heavy. Not sure if she would have been getting through to the second round or the finals anyway. She's going to be focusing on that senior division tricks. She's going to take everything she's learned here and put it all together in the senior trick women's trick final. So it looks like we've got from Germany, Steffi Kirsch up on top of the tower. This is an exciting start, starting from the tower, well elevated above the water. We're going to see Steffi Kirsch do a flying start. The boat's in gear, Team Germany. And here she goes. Looks like a front flying tumble start. She's out. She's on her stomach, cutting outside the wake. She's out. Going to be rolling over soon. There's the roll. There's the spin. And there is the stand up to 1 foot. Just a perfectly executed front flying tumble to 1. Coming in the course, going for the toe hold. Here's the reverse toe. Very clean. Tumble turn, 1 foot stand up, 360 reverse, 1 foot stand up. There's a 1 foot, 1 hand, 1 foot, 1 hand, couple of 1 foots, couple of 1 hands. Sit down, stand up. She's packing it all in. Incredible run. Steffi Kirsch, very experienced barefoot skier, been at the Worlds many, many times. Kind of came through and showed it there. She was right on task there.
Yeah, she kept the judges riding all the way down the lake there. Steffi packed a lot of tricks into her run. Just kept going. I think one of the skiers too that even if the clock sounds, she's going to keep skiing, and she did. She must have put in another 5 or 6 after the buzzer sounded, which is a smart scheme because you never know. You never know if the timers went off at the right time. It might go to video, so you don't want to go by the audible you're hearing out there because a lot of things can happen. But smart skiing for Steffi Kirsch, the veteran from Germany, also a senior women's division competitor, and she's going to come up backwards on her second pass. Steffi's got a really nice back-to-front turn. We've seen her execute that in the preliminaries, just very clean. Does everything on a good axis, keeps that handle in nice. We'll probably see that. I'm sure her run is going to be a backwards, probably load in the line step position, do some nice tricks there, and hit that nice back-to-front turn.
So Steffi had in the first round of the 16:30. So with that run and what she can do backwards, looks like she's probably going to be improving her score over the first round also.
Yeah, I would say so. There's some really nice scores in this group. The next girls were over 2,000. We had a couple over 3,000, and just to demonstrate again that anything can happen. We've got Georgia Groen and Ashley Stebbings, ladies who can trick over 10,000 points, and top seed in this group was Lexi McCulley with 59.50. So anything's possible here at the 2018 World Barefoot Waterski Championships. You can't predict the outcome before the events are skied.
So Steffi Kirsch at the far end going to be rolling over for what looks to be a back deep water start. There she is. There's a roll. The boat accelerating up to speed for her pass number 2 in these open women's semifinals of the Lennox Fencing 2018 World Barefoot Championships. Steffi coming in the course. Lost her feed. It'll come back, I'm sure. Not quite yet. So you can hear the boat still going. She's still up. There's she doing a back toe. There's a reverse back toe. Backwards 1 foot, 1 hand. And, came down on the back to front, not quite on top of it. As Gus was saying, she does have a nice back to front, but kind of fell up today.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised there on that back to front. Everything else up to that point that we could see while the video was live looked nice and clean. But on that back to front, she just got a little defensive. That handle got out away from the body, away from her waist, and she just couldn't save that turn. So that's where it ended right there on the back to front. But had some nice, looked like she scored the back deep water start to 2. Got some 1 foots in and some back toe holds. So it's going to be a solid run for Steffi Kirsch.
Yeah, she's up there. So she's got a total score of 1,970. Bumped her score up from first round. So we're seeing, some improvements here from the first 2 skiers, and let's hope that it carries on right through the whole field and everybody can have a good day on the water. So next up, from Team New Zealand, are the New Zealanders up and awake and alive? Because Sarah Linton is next up on the water.
Well, I hope Robbie Groen is up getting pictures. Boy, he took some amazing pictures. I've never seen pictures like that. I don't know what he's using for equipment, but if you go on to his Facebook page, he's got a picture of TJ Russell on the ramp, like his feet are like just coming off the edge of the ramp, and it's amazing. I've never seen shots like that. There's a nice picture of Doug Jordan in a flip. Take a look at those photos. They're postcard perfect.
That's a sign of somebody that's retired, maybe.
Yeah, he's
a
probably
lot of
got
time
a lot
on
of
their
hands.
hands.
Yeah, exactly. some people take up scrapbooking. Looks like Robbie Groen took up photography for a hobby here in retirement. But anyway, here we go. We've got Sarah Linton, New Zealand, next skier on the water.
Here we go, Team New Zealand. Sarah Linton chasing a spot to maybe get in the finals, but for sure looking to improve her score from the first round. She's outside the wake. Going to do the toe start here. And there's the plant. Beautiful toe start, not a doubt about that. Coming into the course, here's a toe hold, reverse toe. Going down for some tumbles. There's a tumble 360 to 1. The reverse 360 to 1, nice and clean. 1 foot, 1 hand, reverse. Here's a 180 tumble to 1. 1 foot reverse, couple of one hands. She is just getting everything she can in at the end of the run there. Very clean, very solid stand-up run.
Yeah, that was a beautiful run there for Sarah Linton. And Sarah Linton is a very good trick skier. She's been in the 2000s, most of her career here in the last 3-4 years, consistently over 2,000 points. She had a 2,180, not her best score, but right around. She's, her personal best is 2280, so she's looking to get over 2,300 for the first time. 26 years old, out of New Zealand, in the prime of her skiing career and many years to come in her prime. So it'll be exciting to watch, and she's going to be one of those skiers I'm sure we'll see in Australia here in 2 years at the next World Championships.
I think they might be doing a handle change at the other end of the course. A couple more sponsors to thank. These bronze sponsors are going through Cross-Border Solutions. They've been keeping borders from becoming boundaries for clients throughout North America for years. Also, Shield Fence and Wire Products. Right here, local sponsor, I believe, whether you're a commercial client, needed a sound barrier, or a new subdivision, or a homeowner looking for installing a private fence. A farmer in need of a better boundary, you call Shield Fence and Wire Products. They can help. And Iron Eagle Industries, established in 1989, has grown to be the largest ornamental fence manufacturer in Canada. And I believe we've probably seen some of that ornamental fence around the site here that has been put up around maybe the tents and the officials area.
Yeah, it's pretty nice stuff. Not just functional, but very aesthetic too. I was pretty impressed with that. It just gives the gate over there on the stone entryway. It looks like,
Yep.
I thought I was pulling into Buckingham Palace when I went up, pulled up next to that.
No, it's beautiful stuff. Here we go with Sarah Linton, New Zealand, coming in her back deep. Looks like she got the back toe handle on there. Got a very good stand-up first pass. Here she is outside the wake. Going to load it for the line position here. starting the run probably with some line position 1 foots. And here we go. There's a hop. Nice big 1 foot, reverse 1 foot. Little check on the hop. Unloads, going for the back toe. Nice and clean. The second back toe. There it is, nice and clean. Unloading of that. Back to front, just out of time.
Yeah, I think she didn't quite hit the time there, but
she may have improved. Not sure her score from the first round, 2180 first round score. She was really close to that.
Couple nice stand-up passes there for Sarah Linton from Masterton, New Zealand. Studied at Carolina College.
So we have the junior boys tricks result. They're up and posted now. They're up and posted to include the 2 skiers that went this morning. So the junior boys trick results round 1 are posted. So that run very close to her first pass. 2,080 provisional score for Sarah Linton. 2080. Next up we have, here we go, Team USA. Hope you guys are up and alive. It is Lauren Ehlers. So Lauren Ehlers, Team USA, 2,300 point, 2230 in the first round. She's got a good cheering section there.
Oh, yeah, we got the whole Ehlers clan over there backing her. A Lauren's from Texas, southern part of the USA, studied at Texas A&M University, currently lives in Austin, Texas, part of that big Austin Barefoot Club.
So there's Lauren. Not sure if she's going to be doing a toe start or not, but looks like, yeah, she's coming out of the water with a toe start. Little trouble getting up the hill to get out, but she's
plenty
going
of
for a
lake
second
here. Yeah,
chance
good
here.
job for Lauren.
Yeah.
Keeping her composure there and not rushing things.
So she's outside the wake. There goes the plant.
Oh,
Beautiful toe start.
Beautiful karate chop. Came right up on that.
There's a toe hold, reverse toe. She's tricking pretty quick. 1 foot, 1 hand, reverse. 1 foot's reverse. Sit down, stand up on 1 foot, reverse coming at us. Here's a 2 foot sit stand, a hop. There's a attempted front to back at the end of all that stuff. Wow.
That was a really nice turn. She didn't rush the turn. It looked like a really nice under control step over turn, and just lost it kind of at the end there. She was nice and square on the turn, just kind of lost the handle, couldn't keep that handle in after she made the turn, and that pretty much ended her run. But I think she got most of what she was probably getting down to the end of the time there on that run. Do you think, Richard?
Oh, I think she was right near the end of the time. She was packing in a whole bunch of tricks, and her heart rate was up, probably adrenaline flowing, and then throwing in the big trick there at the end. It's more than likely it's not one of her staple tricks. I think she was putting it in there. Maybe it's a new thing, and maybe you might see an attempt on that back pass.
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure she's got that back to front down pretty good, so she may chase that up with the front to back at the end there. I know she definitely does the line step position tricks, so she's got some pretty decent tricks in her second pass to help her get back up over that 2,000 point.
So first pass score for Lauren Eller's 880. Probably a pretty consistent score for her. That looked like a solid typical run for Lauren. Okay, we got the back toe handle coming out. So Lauren's definitely going to be seeing some higher scoring tricks here. Like Gus said, back line position, some back toes, probably a back to front. It's got her I believe her brother and her father are both skiing in this event.
Her husband, Landon. Yeah, her
Sorry.
and Landon are. Ealer.
I apologize.
Yeah. But no, that's it's a tight knit family. Cameron Ehlers is the sister to Landon and daughter of Blake, but she was a national overall champion in her age division in the USA as well. So they've got a lot of talent in the boat in that Ehlers family there. So here we go. We've got Lauren Ehlers coming up the right side of the wake, setting up for the line position tricks.
There she is coming in the course line position. We're looking for the hop there. There's a 1 foot. Caught a heel on that first 1 foot. She was really standing up pretty high.
But she didn't. That was not a violent out the back door. It was one of the most soft, graceful falls for that trick. I'm just, I've never seen that where it was like the reverse line step position 1 foot. And you're right. It didn't even. I mean, it wasn't like she caught a heel and just got violently tore out the back. It was more like. She just kind of slid backwards and slid on her butt and onto her back. Kind of an unusual dismount for that trick.
Like a bit of a backwards butt slide out the dismount. So unfortunate for Lauren Ehlers. So she's at 1,280 points for that pass.
Yeah, I think we're going to see Lauren dial those turns, and that front to back she had in her first pass was so close. So, she's got 2 years before the crowd heads to Australia for the next World Championships. I think she's going to have the turns down by then, and she'll be in good shape.
I'd have no doubt she's married now. That I know learned that to one of the better coaches probably in the U.S. So they can go out and ski together, and that's incredible. That's awesome.
Yeah, in the whole courting thing that, how that courtship thing takes up so much time, they can get rid of all the extracurricular courtship activities and focus on skiing. So they got that whole marriage thing locked up. Now they can just focus on the skiing.
Beautiful. Well, Team New Zealand, we have next up is Brooke Fitch from New Zealand. She's been the junior world champion in, I know she's a strong force in the jump event, and she's now in the open division, presently sitting, looks like 6th place, and she's going to try to push it and try to get into the finals here.
Yeah, with Brooke Fitch, you got to fear the fern. I mean, she's a high 2000s. She hit a 3000 in the New Zealand Open National Championships just as recently as last year. This is a pretty young 21-year-old skier who's definitely still climbing up the ranks with the points she's putting up in all 3 events. And here she goes, cheeking out to the right side of the wake, setting up in the curl for the front toe, and Richard, take it away.
She's getting settled. There's the toe start, nice and clean, effortless. Here's the first trick, the front toe. There's the reverse. Okay, looks like a turn coming up. There's a front to back, got into the middle of the wake, got back out. Here's a back to front, feet to feet. Reverse front to back, nice and clean, and reverse back to front. Beautiful reverse back to front, couple of 1-foots. Oh, wow, that's a great pass for Brooke Fitch for New Zealand. 4 turns, 2 front toes with a toe start. That's good, a 1,700-point run right there.
Yeah, Brooke Fitch is solid. We saw her at the last World Championships. Was an amazing skier there.
Well, I was a little off on that, but that's a 1,500-point first pass. I think that provisional score is going to stick for sure. There was no doubt on any of those tricks. She got pulled into the middle of the wake on that first front to back, a little wide, went right into the middle of the wake, came back out, got her composure, and punched out three more feet-to-feet turns. Just beautiful.
I think Brooke will be happy with that. She's, looking at the first round, 2,400. She's already at 1,500. I'm guessing her next pass is a higher scoring pass, so she's definitely looking to improve on her score to try to get into the finals.
We're down to, after Brooke Fitch, we're down to the top 5. The scores jump up to a 2,900, and they go right from there up to 5,900 for the first round scores for these open women at the 2018 Lennox Fencing World Barefoot Championships. We got Brooke Fitch, the other end of the course, getting ready for back pass. There's the back toe handle coming out of the boat.
Big smile on her face. Brooks from Palmerston North, New Zealand. Spent 2 weeks at the World Barefoot Center prior to coming here to Canada, training there with the likes of Ben Groen and Keith St. Ange, David Small, Ashley Stebbings, Swampy, the legend. Miss you, Swampy. Wish you were here. Your team is doing incredible as always.
Okay, so a 1,500-point run on the way down with the 4 turns, beautiful surface turns. Brooke Fitch coming in the backside with the back deep. I'm probably going to guess, like we've seen a lot of the other women here, load for the line step position, 1 foot to get the extra points. Sure enough, there it is. She's loading up. Getting settled in there. Starting with a 1 foot. There's the reverse. There's a hop. Unloading, going for the back toe, nice and clean. Reverse back toe, there it is. What's next? There's a back 1 foot, 1 hand. A back-to-back 3. Oh, and I think it was just out of time, but it looked pretty good to me.
Yeah, that was a nice turn for Brooke Fitch, and no hitch that I saw. It was pretty fluid there, but questionable whether that last 180 part of the turn was in time.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that that may be out of time. We can always cross our fingers and hope for the best for Brooke, but nice stand-up pass.
So, Richard, some clarification for those who are watching. So, say she gets that first 180 in time, does she score that 180, or because it was a 360 She's not going to get credit for any of it.
You know, she already did her 180 in her first pass, so she wouldn't have got credit anyway if the horn went right in the middle of that split. The two turns, but it's possible if the horn went right at the exact time, she may have got credit for a back to front. So next up, all eyes on the site. If anybody's not awake, wake up right now, because we have on the dock from Canada, Becky Moyes-Meyer. So that was an improvement for Brooke Fitch over her initial round. She's got 3,360 points. That back-to-back may have been in time. I didn't total it up, but it looks to me like there's a good possibility that back-to-back may have been in time.
Richard, that's not just an improvement. That's a new personal best score for Brooke Fitch by like 500 points. So congratulations, wow. Brooke Fitch. 3,360 points provisional.
Here we go. Becky Moyes-Meyer going to come in with a back flyer off the dock. Beautifully executed back flying start. Getting up outside the wake here and getting ready for a backwards pass. She's going to load the handle. We've seen this on every run so far. Coming in the course. Beautiful stance here. There's a hop. No doubt about that. 1 foot reverse. Here's a line step to the front. Going in for the series of tumble turns. There's a tumble to one. Reverse tumble to one. She's up on that. She's going for a toe hold. Reverse toe. Looks like she got the 2 toe holds in time.
Wow. Line step turn to the front for Becky Moyes-Meyer. What a sweet trick that was. And I'll tell you what, and I think you're going to see it on this pass. When she skied the preliminaries, I was impressed. Hit all 4 turns on one run. I'm guessing it's going to be in this next run. Keep your eyes on the water for Becky Moyes-Meyer of Canada. I think she's going to come in and do her back line step tricks, but then she'll go into 4 turns, I think, and she hit those beautifully in the first round.
Yep. Great pass for Becky Moyes-Meyer from Canada, and not too far away from here. One of the reasons we are here today at this World Barefoot Championships, a big reason is Becky. She came out, met with Dwight and Michelle and the owners here, and kind of made a relationship happen. And it's since held some national barefoot championships, and then and now the world championships. So we're waiting for a provisional score here.
Yeah, Becky's been doing a lot of work on site this week. It's not, as a skier, it's one thing to be able to come here and just sit back and kind of focus on your skiing. But, for a person like Becky, every time I look over behind me, she's running around doing something related to the tournament. So, hats off to her. She's been skiing great, but, she's just a tremendous asset to this LOC and all the work that needs to get done. She's a hard worker and doing a fabulous job.
Didn't get a provisional score there yet, but yeah, that's 1,300 points for Becky on her first pass. 1,300 points on her first pass. All right, Canada. Becky Moyes-Meyer coming in, toe start. She's outside the wake, getting settled in. This is her big pass coming up. We're looking for that nice clean toe up, and there it is. Crossing the wake, going to get set up for what I would guess a series of turns.
4 turns. There it is.
There's the turn to the back.
Yep.
And here is the turn to the front. Reverse turn to the back, nice and clean. Here's a reverse turn to the front, one hand. This is the front to front 3. Oh, good rotation, no doubt, but just lost it when she got to the back. Kind of over-rotated the front to back, but a nice stand-up pass up until that point for Becky.
That was a solid run with a great toe up to kick it off. I think the best turn out of that whole group, Richard, is what I consider to be the toughest for a lot of people, is that reverse front to back. That was her best turn.
Yeah, it was. She executed that just perfectly. That's a 2,600 point total for Becky. So 2,600 points in that pass for Becky Moynes-Meyer from Canada. So, Team USA on the dock here with Alex Youngblood. She's at a 3,000-point run in the first round, looking to charge it up and get herself into the finals. Alex Youngblood, USA.
Worthy to note in the junior women's preliminary, or the preliminary round of tricks. Here's your top finisher right here in front of us. Alex Youngblood had the top score in the juniors of the open women, or excuse me, of the junior tricks preliminary. So she's skiing well at this Worlds, skiing both divisions, juniors and open. Good solid skier, as we saw here. She's put herself in the fourth top position here in the seedings, trying to get to the finals.
So it looks probably a toe start. Got the 10-second call here. And Alex Youngblood, USA, here we go, semifinals. Outside the wake on the toe start, getting settled in. He's going for the plant. She's up. Nice toe start for Alex Youngblood. Coming in with a toe hold. Here's the reverse. There's the front to back. A little bit in the wake, came back out. Here's a back to front one-handed, going for the reverse front to back, and a little bit of a step and a lean away there, Gus, and didn't quite make that reverse front to back.
Yeah, I got ahead of myself with the recollection. So it was wake slalom where Alex put up the top junior score of the tricks. We had Lexi McCulley with over 5,000 in the juniors, but Lexi here with 59.50. So Alex doing great. She's going to put up some big points for the junior team, has already. And that was a solid run, as you were calling out there, Richard. It was that reverse front to back that she just leaned away, got defensive on that, and just couldn't pull the handle in and ski it out.
Yeah, Alex Youngblood, USA. We got 3 skiers left after Alex goes. 3 different countries. We got a 1,060 point provisional score for Alex. So we're gonna have 3 skiers, 3 different countries. New Zealand's up next, then Australia, and rounding it out, the last skier on the water will be from the USA.
Current high score thus far, Brooke Fitch with 33.50. And depending on how things roll out, that definitely could help Brooke Fitch. I mean, if you look at, we're going to take the top 5. Coming in, she hadn't made that cut, but with the 33.50 she put up, I think her skiing this morning might help her out get into the finals. We've got 4 left to go. 1, 2, 3 finishers here are in, and then the last 2 in, it's the top score between today and the preliminary round.
So up next after the Opens women trick, we're going to roll right into the Open men's tricks. So the Open men's, you got 3 more skiers to go, and then the Open men's tricks is going to start with George Weeks, Ben Franks, and William Lee. So 3 more skiers in the women's division, a boat change, and then we're going to get into the Open men's semifinal.
Yeah, and that's going to be a similar format. It's an open division, so we're going to take the top 3 scores from the semifinal round, and then we're going to grab the 2 best scores from the preliminary semis to round out the group of 5. And here we go. On the water, Alex Youngblood, USA. Take it away, Richard.
There we go with a line step position loaded, coming in the course. Looks like the 1 foot, the reverse 1 foot, there's a hop. She's unloading. There's a back toe, very nice and clean. Back toe reverse, very nice. There's a 1 foot, 1 hand. Going for the reverse 1 foot, 1 hand. And time goes. Alex Youngblood Great run, back to front just to celebrate, coming into the dock. Big hand for Alex Youngblood, USA.
Yeah, I thought that was a nice, clean run for Alex. Yeah, good deep water start to 2, set up, got some line step tricks in there, and skied it, stand-up pass for Alex. I'm not sure where that comes in compared to what she skied in the preliminaries, but anytime you have the handle at both ends of the lake there, it's a pretty good thing. I think she was almost out of time in that last run when she missed that reverse front to back, so pretty good skiing here.
She'll be close to her elimination round possibly. I mean, that may have been a 1,500 to 1,800 point run. We'll see. But waiting for the preliminary score. But Team New Zealand, I hope you're alive and well, because you have the current world overall women's champion on the dock, Georgia Groen. So we're just going to kind of verify that provisional score for Alex. Yeah, that was 2,460 points for Alex Youngblood. Georgia Groen on the dock. She's the world overall champion, defending champion. She won the last world title in Wisconsin. I think she won the trick event down there, so she's going to defend her gold medal there. The boat's tightening up. Looks like she's going to do a flying dock start. And sure enough, here she goes. Flying tumble start. Georgia Groen, New Zealand, looking to improve her score from the first round. She's capable of even doubling it or more. Flying front tumble to 1. Perfectly executed. There she goes, getting settled in the curl there. And what are we going to see for the first trick? She's turning to the back. This looks like a 540. Here comes a 5 to the front. Reverse 5 to the back coming at us. And these are nice and clean today. Little stop there, going to the front again. 4 540s, toe hold. Nope, there's a toe turn. And is she going to do it? There's a feet-to-feet toe front in time.
Beautiful run for Georgia Groen. 4 5s, and then a toe back and a toe front that were both clean. I think she might have got that toe front in time. It was pretty close.
We can only hope. According to the time I have here, it would be very close, if not in time. But beautifully executed, feet-to-feet, toe turn to the front. Wait, she's going to be pretty happy. That's potentially that first pass is higher than her first round score. She had 36.50 in the first round. The 4 540s are worth 3,200 just by themselves. So she may be upwards of 4,000 points on that first pass. We got some cheering section going on. I can hear the cheering for Georgia Groen.
Yeah, that pass brought the Kiwis to life, and you're absolutely right, Richard. At the last Worlds in 2016, Georgia did win this event with 8,050 points. She was your Open Women's gold medalist. So good, solid run there. She's going to.
That's a 3,950 points. You know, Gus, I think that toe front may have been out of time. 3,950 points, or it was in time and something else wasn't done. We can't be the judges up here, but 3,950 for Georgia Groen on that first pass.
Yeah, those toe fronts were nice, though. Either way, feet to feet, both directions. Be a shame not to get paid for that, but. Again, she can maybe put that in the finals because it definitely, with that score, probably ensures herself a spot in the finals. I would say that's a definitive at this point. Even with the 39.50, that's single pass score is the third best score we've seen between the two rounds. So I think we can cast our congratulations to Georgia Groen for making it to the finals.
Yeah, not sure where some points shaved off, but you know. She was upwards of 4,600, so something didn't get in time. But Georgia Groen coming down her second pass, looks like a toe start. Sure enough, there's going to be a toe start. We'll see some more multiple turns on this pass, probably the 7s, maybe the back-to-backs. So here she comes in the course, toe hold, start perfectly. There you go, standing it up. we'll see what happens here. I'm looking at maybe a provisional turn. There it is. There's a turn to the, there's a 720 back to back and out the front on the reverse.
Down early, but that's going to be a solid score. She is skiing for team points and the overall stuff right now for the Open division, but right now getting to the finals is a big deal here with the semifinal round of the Open Women's Tricks.
Yeah, she'll definitely make it into the finals with those two passes. It looked like she maybe a toe up and then a positional turn, and she was going for a back-to-back 7. Came out to do the reverse, and on the first 180 of it, went out the front. So that's a 5,350 points for Georgia Groen on those combined passes. She's capable of obviously a lot more, falling on the first trick, second pass. She's going to be driving it in the finals to improve the overall as well as to get on the defender title.
Yeah, that's a 1,700 point improvement over the preliminary round for Georgia Groen. So, she's got to feel pretty good about that. And 5,530, that's the second best score we've seen out of either round so far. So she's definitely in the finals and going to have a chance to improve on that and get closer to the 8,000 she posted at the last World Championships.
For sure. We have on the dock right now the current world record holder from Australia, Ashley Stebbings.
Yeah, we got the Aussies coming to life here on site. We're getting the Aussie chant going here for the world record holder in the tricks event here, Ashley Stebbings. And, right now it's exciting. If you look at the Open Ladies overall results, Ashley Stebbings right now currently on top with about a 200-point buffer out of 3,000 possible points. So it's going to get exciting right down to the wire with this group of ladies. And we're going to start off with a front toe up for Ashley Stebbings out of Australia.
There we go. The rope's getting tight. Team Australia, you have on the water your current world record holder, Ashley Stebbings, capable of over 10,000 points. Coming up with the toe start. She's getting settled outside the wake. The Australians are cheering away. There's the beautiful front toe up, no doubt on that. Coming in the course frontwards. And we'll probably see a series of 540s. I think there you go. The first 5 is great. Perfect execution. We're on the third 540 and the reverse 540 to the front. Beautifully executed. 1 foot turn to the back, 1 foot turn to the front. Reverse 1 foot turn to the back. Reverse turn to the front. 1 foot, 1 hand. Stand-up pass for Ashley Stebbings.
Wow, that was some great skiing. Those 540s, I think, were the best I've seen all week here. Ash Kate definitely on top of her game. Those were some incredible turns.
Oh, that was a beautiful, beautiful stand-up pass. Ashley Stebbings, those 5s were just no doubt perfectly executed.
As we mentioned, Ashley Stebbings, current world record holder, set that market with 10,100 points at the 2014 World Barefoot Waterski Championships in this round. It was a second round score. So, people always question, geez, are these skiers saving it for the finals? Or are they going to ski their best scores? Are they trying to ski their best scores in the preliminaries and the semifinals? Well, here again, Ashley set the world record in the second round as we are in right now.
Yeah, I think she's pretty confident that going to make it in the finals, and she's thinking I may as well just try to get my overall score up there right now. Pretty confident with her first round score, almost assured of an entry into the finals with what we've seen today so far. That's a 5,100 point run for Ashley Stebbings. First pass, 5,100 points.
Yeah, that's huge. And if the second pass is anything like the first pass, we're looking at a pending world record here for Ashley Stebbings. So let's give it up for Ashley as she comes through. And this could be history here in the making. What's interesting, what makes this Open Tricks event exciting is for the women's, you got, Georgia Groen, there's the junior world trick record holder, you got Ashley Stebbings, the Open women's trick record holder, and then you go into the men's, and there's 3 guys that have set world trick records there, and these are, this is what we're setting up for the spectators here. It's going to be amazing to come down and follow the finals. Okay, we got Ashley Stebbings on the water coming up backwards. Richard, take us through the run.
Coming in the course backwards, getting settled outside the wake. I think we'll see some back-to-back 7s and 3s. There's the first turn. It's a back-to-back 3, reverse back-to-back 3. Here's the 7. Looking good so far. Staying stable in the curl. There's the reverse 7. There's a back-to-back, a hop, back 1 foot, 1 hand. Woo! She, after her last 7, it almost looked like she did another back-to-back.
Good Lord. Was that unbelievable skiing there or what? What an incredible job Ashley Stebbings did, staying on axis. Beautiful axis, turning rotation all the way through that pass in every single direction on every turn. That was some amazing skiing there.
She stood it up there at the end of her back-to-back. She went and did 3 turns, 180s, got to the back, did the 1 foots, 1 foot, 1 hand. She's going to have a score that's up over 8,000 points, I imagine. But on the dock now, Team USA. Right now, the number 1 seed in the first round. It's Lexi McCauley from Team USA.
That's right. Here we go. We got the student following the instructor. Lexi McCauley, USA. Your top seed had 5,950 points in the preliminary round. Solid score. Also tricked over 5,000 in the junior girls preliminary round. So very consistent this week, hitting over 5,000 points. We know she can make it up